Right, what up, people? What's going on? What's popping? What's the deal? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? What's good? So today's show, I'm gonna be talking about, why you don't have to act like a fucking asshole or a dickhead to attract women. Because guys think they need to be, on some bullshit to get girls. You feel me? So, I want to address that. What up, Nez? Kenwood Drive, Jermaine Jones was popping. What's the deal? Demetrius, what up? Paulo's, what up? 10 p.m. was good. Before we get into all that, remember, make sure you get the book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, ebook, hard copy, audio book. Make sure you guys get that. Bam. It will be mailed to your house, autographed, all that stuff. Make sure you get this book. It also comes with 2 bonus audios. So make sure you go to MrLocario.com or click the link below to get it. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys get that. What up, VP Films? McCann, Eugene, Alfredo, Got Juice, what up? What's going on? Daquan was good. So I wanted to talk about how you don't need to be an asshole or a dick to chicks in order to get women, right? So don't worry about like being on some bullshit, because this is what guys think. They think, because you always hear women don't like nice guys, they like the bad boys, they like the jerks or whatever it is, and this is true, but what you got to understand is that jerk and bad boy and the guy being, on some bullshit, women are into those dudes because those guys who usually do that are authentic with it. Meaning, a lot of them are not necessarily trying to be a jerk, but they might do things that women may interpret as being on some, being an asshole or a jerk. So they're just sort of doing them, and the women are seeing it as them being jerks and assholes. You see what I'm saying? But they're not necessarily doing things on purpose to be a jerk or to be an asshole. Now, some guys do this. But what happens is that those guys are usually the guys who are sort of putting on this act or putting on this show to try to get girls. You see what I mean? And what happens is a lot of times it doesn't necessarily work because it's not really coming from a place of authenticity. It's them sort of just pretending to be a certain type of dude. Then you got the guys who are on the other side of the spectrum where they're like super extra nice on some nice guy shit. Those guys don't get the girls, whatever. So what happens is those guys think they need to pretend like those other dudes in order to get chicks. Now, what happens is that sometimes you pretending can fool a chick at a certain point, like maybe at the beginning somehow. But at the end of the day, since that's not really you and you're just putting on an act, the real you's going to seep out at some point. Right? So instead of being a dick or being an asshole thinking you need to do this in order to get a girl, this is what you should do in place of that, right? So instead of being an asshole or instead of being a jerk or whatever to chicks, all you have to do is just be on some regular shit. Meaning, don't treat her special. You understand? So as long as you're not treating the chick special, you're good. As long as you're treating her on some regular shit, you're good. You don't have to be freaking outlandish and crazy and doing a whole bunch of crazy extra shit. You don't need to do all of that. You understand? See, the problem is a lot of times when the nice guys don't get shit popping, it's really because the nice guys are going overboard with the niceness. They're not being on some regular shit. They're treating the girls too special. But if you don't treat the chick special and you just be on some regular shit, everything will be cool. Then you got the other guys on the other end of the spectrum where they'll be on some super like crazy jerk, bad boy type of shit. And so chicks will gravitate to them from the jump because they differ from the nice guys, the super nice guys. But at a certain point, that doesn't sustain itself either. So the thing is, you just got to sort of, relax, Be you, do you, and chicks will gravitate to you. Because even myself, I don't go all crazy and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like act like a dick to chicks just to try to get them. It's like that shit is corny. What a Pioneer 2525 was going on. Leona Kids was going on. It was popping. You said you act like an asshole sometimes, and girls they love it. Well, I'm gonna take calls in a second. But Ronell, you said it's more so about having a backbone. Yeah, it's just you gotta just be on some cool shit. Look, and this is the thing. A lot of times when chicks will say guys are being an asshole, sometimes they're not even being an asshole. It's just that they're doing what they want to do, honestly, at the time they want to do it. And then when they do that, they come off as less of a nice guy. So it's not necessarily being an asshole or a jerk. It's just being less of that nice guy, that fucking phony nice guy shit. That's it. Because if you just are real with shit, let's say a chick wants to see you, but you ain't really got the time, or you're not really feeling like seeing her at the moment. Like, listen, I'm not really trying to come out. I got shit to do. I'll probably check you later, whatever. You understand? So she's gonna tell her girlfriends, "Oh, he's such an asshole." You understand? But you're not really being an asshole. You're just being you. You feel what I'm saying? And so that comes off as more authentic, and then women want to gravitate to you. Because the thing is, with women, you say you can't be scared to let chicks go. Exactly. Because me, look at the thing with me, yo. I don't treat women like crap. I don't. Like any woman that's actually been with me, you understand what I'm saying? And it's funny because I've heard this plenty of times where they're surprised that I'm actually like cool, like a cool guy, like, you know what I'm saying? So like chicks I meet over Tinder, or I remember even my girl when we first met, she was like, I thought you was gonna be some douchebag type of dude, just based off of the way I look or whatever. And then when she saw that I was just a cool dude, it was like a surprise to her. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't need to act like a fucking jerk. You feel what I'm saying? See, putting on that act of feeling like you need to act like a jerk or act like a dick in order to get women, that within itself is already saying to yourself that you're not, good enough to get chicks on your, just being you. Hold on, is this stream working right? Because this shit is acting the fuck up right now. Okay, let me make sure, because this should be on that bullshit. You said don't be Steve Urkel, be Jaleel White. That's funny. That is funny. Milton J, you said where's Sarah? I'll probably have Sarah on, again soon. We'll see what's popping with that. All right, let me take some calls real quick. This dude's just calling in like crazy. Yo, what's going on? You.
Hey, Mr. Locario, thanks for taking my call, man.
All right, what's going on? Who's this?
This is John.
All right, what's popping with you?
Hey, man. So, like a real, I've talked to you a couple times before, and I'm like I'm genuinely a nice person. Like, I was raised with good morals, ethics and principles and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, when I'm dealing with, like, strangers in public, I'm real polite. I say yes, I say please, I say thank you, and all that. But sometimes when I tend to deal with women, I kind of I'm not as polite and nice as I would be. So, that's who I am at heart. Do you think I should change that for women? Like, stop being nice, stop saying please, stop saying thank you? Like, cause
no, this is what I'm saying. Look, you don't.
First of all, I'm just being me,
No, this is the thing. When you're dealing with women, right? What are you trying to do with women? What are you trying to
Yeah.
make happen?
Well, if I'm attracted to that woman physically, what I'm trying to make happen, I'm trying to invest it in me and possibly become friends, and then we can take it from there, and maybe we can build a.
So you say you want to become friends first? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and yeah, I do.
Okay, and why do you want to become friends first?
Well, because I really respect, like I'm a human being, so there are times when I don't respect my temple.
Mm.
But most of the time, I do respect myself, and I don't honestly. For me, sex isn't really like a really like fun thing for me. It's not like, oh yeah, sex,
Mm.
and I can get pleasure and it's done. So honestly, a girl's gotta be kind of cool. She's got to bring something to the table.
Mm.
So first I have to kind of vibe with the girl, and then we can make it sexual.
Mm.
I'm not one of those guys that are just like going out trying to just have a bunch of sex.
Mm.
So
But at some point you want it. But this is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. At some point you want it to be sexual, right?
yeah, at some point, yeah.
Right. So the reason I'm asking you this is this because if you try to be friends with her first, you understand what I'm saying? Then it might not get sexual. You understand that?
Yeah.
Like ever. So that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is she might, you might end up in the friend zone because you're trying to come at her on some friends first stuff. See, the thing is, you want a girl who's gonna be like your best friend to an extent if that's your girlfriend, but you don't want to start out being friends with a woman because you would never get to the girlfriend point. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. So you're saying I should just be more, show my intentions more in the beginning, be more direct, and kind of take control and show my sexual attraction to her. I should show that.
Well, this is the thing. See, you were saying that you're not necessarily like you saw you're saying you don't have that much of a high sex drive. You don't really necessarily need for the sex to happen now, whatever. And that's fine if that's how you are. What I'm saying is that when you're dealing with the girl, just in general though, right? Is that because you saying you're a nice kind of guy? You might say please and thank you and all this other stuff, right? Now, the thing is that you don't want to come across as a guy who's too platonic and friendly from the jump, from the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's going to make her only see you as the friend. So this is what I want. I don't want you to get stuck in a trap where you're constantly talking to girls and they're never really seeing you as that guy who they are sexually attracted to. And if you're in a situation where you keep just starting as friends, that's what's going to end up, where you're going to be that type of dude who they see you as just a friend guy. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Okay.
so
Well, honestly, yeah. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. What you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say. I heard 80. I heard 90% of what you just said, but the connection is pretty bad, so you were cutting out at moments. But I heard 90% of what you said. So yeah, but I mean, it seems like sometimes people can take my kindness as a weakness. In general, people can take your.
Right. Well. See, the thing is this: it's not. See, if you're being yourself but also showing intent, then things should work out fine. You understand? What you don't want to do is and this is why I'm asking you. Like, I want to get to the root of why you feel like like you're going about the way you're doing things. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's nothing wrong with being a nice person to women. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to be the nice guy archetype, though. That's what I'm trying to say. What I mean is, you don't want to be the type of guy who's sucking up to chicks and kissing their ass and, agreeing with everything they say and trying to, get on the good side. Like, if you're on that type of vibe, that's not a good thing because you're not necessarily being yourself. If you being yourself is a nice person and you actually like to tell people thank you and please and excuse me or whatever, that's cool, but it still has to be intent there, meaning that if you're for example, talking to a girl, you can still be your cool, polite self, but you also have to show intent when you're dealing with the girl. So that means you could be cool and polite, but you also got to say stuff like, "Listen, you're really attractive. We should get together and get a drink sometime." You understand? So you're showing intent that you want to actually see her in that way. And you understand what I'm saying? In a romantic, sexual type of vibe. You feel what I mean?
Exactly.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So you don't have to change you being a nice person. You feel what I'm saying? You just have to add on intent to how you are. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. So basically, I just have to keep on being me. I'm a nice person at heart. I'm a good person at heart. So I got to keep on doing that because I'm not going to change for anybody. So you're saying just keep on doing me because that's who I am. But at the end of the day, don't be extra. Don't be extra and try to go out of my way. Just please a woman. I gotta stay in my own lane and do me.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is, and that's what I'm saying. Like you still you still be you, but at the same time you're interacting with her in a way where there's that intention of you trying to make it happen with her, and also too you don't want to bend over backwards and do anything else extra just to try to get her. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when guys are, because most guys, there's a lot of guys out there that are cool guys, whatever, but some dudes take it to the extent where they're using the fact that they're a nice person and then try to act like, oh, well, I did this for her and I did that for her, and I'm such a nice guy. Why did she act that way? And it's not necessarily that he's using the fact that he's a nice person as an excuse to do extra shit and then call it, well, I was being a nice guy and look how she treated me. You understand? You don't want to do that extra stuff and go in that direction. You see what I'm saying? You just want to be you. And then
Right.
get them that way. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Well, hey man. Hey, thanks for taking my call. And I just want to say, we're all human and stuff, and we use language to communicate, and social media and all that. But at the end of the day, I think we all have souls. And it might sound corny, but like you have like a good soul, and I feel like your intentions on this YouTube thing are like you have pure intentions. There's some people on this YouTube thing who are kind of conniving or trying to do something like underhanded, but I feel you have pure intentions.
Real talk, man. That's what's up. Real talk, man. Now I see exactly what you're saying, man. I appreciate your call, bro. All right.
All right, man. Bye.
All right, peace. Yeah, man. Telling you guys don't gotta, some other crazy shit, man. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Hey, Locario, what's up, man?
What's poppin'?
This is Riley from New York.
All right, what's going on, bro?
What's up, man? I have a problem, man. It's like I have a weak mindset.
You say you got a weak mindset?
Yeah. Like, I'm not trolling and shit like that. I'm serious. Cause like the thing is, a lot of times I know what to do. I know what to say when it comes to talking to women. I just got that really, really messed up approach anxiety.
You say you have you say you have approach anxiety?
Yeah, like that doesn't matter what I tell myself. I'm still not going to be able to approach the female, because like it's getting to a point where I need professional help for that.
Well, you probably gonna have to holler at me for some coaching, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, so what do you mean, like, as far as professional help? You mean like on some like you need to see a therapist or some shit?
Because like in my mind is that I can't do it. I just can't do it, no matter how hard I tried. Like every time. For example, this morning I'm walking, all right, and this girl was like giving me eye contact. You know what I'm saying? Like basically telling me to approach her, smiling and everything. I still did. Even though I felt like that would be the right thing to do, I still didn't do it.
And what do you think? What do you think is going to happen to you if you the girl? What are you scared of?
no.
No, I'm just saying what
Rejected.
rejection.
Yeah, like she's gonna say no. Like I'm not. Every time I'm walking toward a female
Mm-hmm.
and she's walking toward me, they always got their head down, man. It's like it's like she's doing what, like she's doing. Soon as she see me coming toward her for something,
Do you hold on?
it's
Do
like
you
she have her head down.
hold on? Let me ask you something. Hold on. Do you have my program called Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less? You got that program?
Actually, yes, you start. I've heard it. He said the first few days you start,
No, I'm saying it's on.
when
It's,
you coming toward a woman, you think about approaching her.
yeah, I have a whole program on my website. It's $7. Okay, you definitely need to
Actually,
get that.
I have it.
You have it, and have you been listening to it?
Yeah.
And so you're saying
I,
that
I heard it once.
you heard it one time. You gotta listen to more times. What I'm saying to you is that, see, the thing is, you gotta get to the point where you're able to push yourself to go and make that approach. You see what I'm saying? Because that's only something that you can do. You see what I mean? Because the thing is, if you don't push yourself to that extent, you understand what I'm saying? There's nothing I can do for you. There's nothing anyone else can do for you. The push has to come from you. You see what I'm saying? So if you keep having the that approach anxiety, you see what I'm saying? In order to get over it, you gotta approach. You see what I'm saying? You just gotta get out your head and do it. You feel what I mean? And so the thing is this: what you gotta understand is nothing is going to happen to you. You see what I mean? Even if you get rejected or whatever, nothing's gonna happen. You have to actually do it to start seeing that it's not a big deal. But right now it's a big deal because you're not doing it and it's all in your head.
The crazy thing is, I know what to say when I talk to a female.
Mm.
You know, I know what to say.
Mm.
Like, walk up to her, ask her for a number. You know, flirt with her. I don't want it to seem like a friend. You know, a friend zone guy.
Mm.
I have to flirt with her.
Mm.
I heard of the art of flirting. I actually listen to it.
Okay.
You know, and ask her a number. And after I get her number, tell her, yo, make sure she's not one of these flicky chicks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if she hits, I'm like, be like, look, girl, I have your number and everything. Just to make sure that you are gonna flick on this type of girl that flick, because if you are, we're gonna stop it right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just to make sure she's not going. You know, I know what to do, man. It's just like the approaching.
See, that means you gotta start approaching.
Messing me.
Notice what I'm saying. You gotta start approaching way more. You understand what I'm saying? Because if the approaching is the issue, right? You gotta keep approaching until the approaching is no longer an issue. You see what I mean? The reason it's an issue is because you're not doing it enough. The more you do it, the less of an issue it's gonna be. You see what I'm saying? But see, the thing is, you gotta understand this, is that most of your problem is really all in your head. You see what I'm saying? And so you're not gonna notice that, because me telling you this actually isn't really gonna do anything for you. All that's gonna do something for you is when you do it, so you can see it for yourself. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm trying to explain to you, is that you have to give yourself that push so that you can put yourself in front of the girl, talking to her, approaching her, because like you said, you know what to do, and part of approaching is the knowing what to do. But see, you're scared of getting rejected, but the thing is, you're always gonna get rejected. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody gets rejected, so there's no way around that. So basically, what it is either you're gonna approach women, or you're just not ever gonna approach women. The only way to not get rejected is to not approach. You see what I mean? So you got it either way. What I'm saying is that rejection is inevitable. So if that's your fear, you're gonna have to understand that that's part of it, and you're gonna have to do it anyway. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
Like
saying. So
there isn't a,
go ahead.
there isn't a book that. Hello?
Yeah, I get you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you're breaking up in my end.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Go ahead.
Yeah, you breaking up though, like little by little.
All right, so listen. Email me. Hit me
Hello?
up. Hit me up in the emails. Since you can hear me, hit me up in the email. All right.
The email you said thing about like I have to sign something.
Yeah, because if you since you're in the Bad Boy membership, I sent you the joint. I sent you the form. So print that out, send it to me, and then email me so we could email back and forth. All right.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
All right, bro. Yeah, hit me up. All right, man.
All right, brother.
Peace.
All right, man.
Yeah, man. You guys gotta put yourself out there and just go, man. All right, let me see what this is. Yo, what's going on? Who's this? Shit. Yo. What up? What up? All right, dudes is hanging up and shit. Hold on. What is up with these phones right now? Yo, what's going on? Yo. Yo, what is people just calling to hang out? What the fuck is wrong with this? Yo, what's going on?
Yo, my fault, Locario.
Alright, what up?
Yo, this is Azrael. We talked like a couple weeks ago.
Alright, what's poppin' with you?
I don't know if you remember, but yo, man. I mean, personally, my situation is way different. I'm having too much chicks I'm dealing with. Like right now, I'm dealing with at least like 5 of them that's in state and 2 that are out of the state.
Right.
So like, I was the dude that had, needed help with the management, with life and whatnot, and dealing with chicks. So like, I have a few experiences I gotta roll off y'all want to know about. So I went with a chick, but we went out on a date, right? But I kind of messed it up because I feel like the drink stuff, it's not me. Like, I don't always want to go out and drink and stuff like that. So we went to the movies, and we just ate some, went to the movies. So, like, she showed high interest. Like, she's been on me for a hot minute. She lives near me. So, like, in the movies and whatnot, and I'm, like, rubbing on her thigh and whatnot, and everything is good. I'm filling her up and whatnot. So, like, by the time, mind you, the date didn't really finish until, like, 3 or 4 in the morning.
Damn.
So, by the time I get home, by the time I'm walking her to her friend's house, I did that thing that you said, where like you tell the girl to close her eyes and I'm about to kiss him and whatnot. I've done that to my ex and it worked out. Like I was making out with my ex the first night out and I thought it's like okay, it always worked. So what happened was basically she was blushing at first and then she was like rolling up her stuff to put her stuff away. And I think she heard the door open because she's from work, and she was chilling. She was gonna be at her friend's house over the night. So I think as soon as she heard the door open, she was like, "No, I can't do that. Right. And I'm like, "What you like?" I'm looking at her like, "What's going on?" Like it's weird because she was cool with it for like a good couple seconds, and then she was like, "No, I can't do." She's like, "Oh, you have to earn that." And my face is like, what? You idiot. Like, are you out your mind? Like, to me, I wasn't like, I wasn't mad, but that was funny because what you mean? I don't earn nothing. Like, we both sexually attracted to each other or not. Like, I don't work for no kiss.
Right.
He's like, you know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Right.
But anyway, long story short, that happened on a Friday. I went out, chilled and everything. Called her up on Monday, asked her what she was doing, and she was acting mad weird. She was talking about she's trying to focus right now. Some
right,
bullshit.
That bullshit.
Yeah, but like my thing is, I asked my friends, and some girls were like, oh, I ask, sometimes I ask girls and sometimes I ask guys, and I look up stuff that you would say to get a feel of everything. Some girls were cool. She's like, oh, some girls were like, yeah, that would have got them wet real quick, and probably, and then some other girls said, oh, you were too, like, you didn't make, it was kind of awkward at first, but then they said she was probably immature anyway. So what's your thought on that?
And so you said, because you said that, you said something about somebody, the door opened and then the door to her friend's house opened? Is that what you said?
Like, Yeah, I had a feeling that that was the case, but I'm not sure because you know it's weird because she was quiet and whatnot. She was putting away her stuff, and then like I could have sworn I heard a door open. Me, I don't know if she wanted to feel like, oh, her friend was looking at her.
And where were y'all? Where were y'all at? Y'all were outside or inside the house? Like where were y'all at this point?
I was outside, like maybe like a couple feet away from her
from the
friend's
house.
Like you see how Brooklyn is, like how the apartments are joined together. So like,
right.
If I'm in front of the not her friend's house, but the house before that.
Right. And so you said she was staying with her friend, right? So that was her friend's house. So basically, what could have happened was that you was trying to do all that touchy feely kissy shit. Her friend was probably opening the door. Somebody was coming through. She got nervous because somebody was going to see her kissing you. And then that's when she started to act like, oh, well, I can't just go in. I got to pretend like I'm not doing this or doing that. You see what I mean? Because chicks, sometimes they'll want to do some shit. But then when there's an audience or when there's people around, they start acting different. You see what I'm saying? So since she felt like, you know what I'm saying, y'all weren't alone anymore, then it's a different thing. You see what I mean?
I feel you.
And so now, and probably her friend could have basically low-key cock-blocked. You understand what I'm saying? Because she probably went in there and then she told, she was like, oh, I saw you with that guy and, oh, you got to make sure you do this and do that. So now her friend probably got in her ear and now she's trying to play on that hard to get bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but I forgot about it because I'm on to the next. Like when she said that kind of turned me off. So I'm already past that. Like I haven't even spoken to her like 2 weeks. She worked at somewhere that I'm near, and I even haven't gone to that place. I have another story. This other chick, right? So she is bad. Like she's bad, but I'm cool with it and everything. She lives in my area. Let's just say that she lives in my area, in my close vicinity where I live. So. All right, basically, yeah, I don't want to put it out there because I don't know. People might put two and two together. I'm real low-key with my stuff because I know, like, when people, I don't want to, I'm not sound long-winded, but you know when people be like, oh, show us stuff, like how you be picking up chicks, like, you can't really be doing all that stuff because you going to blow up half your rotation, and I ain't with that. Like, I live like a monk, but I'll be on my player shit. So, anyway, I hit this chick up. I knew her for a minute. Like, not for a minute, but, you see her walking by and everything. So, I get her number. We talk and whatnot. I give her my number. She hits me up that same, like, 5-10 minutes. I'm like, cool. 2 or 3 days later, I'm like, hey, what's going on? We text a little bit. And then after that, 2 days later, I try to call her. It was, like, over the weekend. Something, she's going to be home. She's like, hey, I'm at work. So, and I was like, all right, cool. When do you get off work? So... no response. So I see her again around Friday, and I was joking around, and I say, "Hey, I guess you don't respond to text." And she was like, "Well, I have a boyfriend," and I was like, "Okay, that's good to know, I guess." So like a minute after, and then I left, right? So then I went home, and then I was thinking about like how I'm gonna reply to this chick. So like 30 minutes to like an hour later, I did what Steve the D would do. Even though I don't really like all his stuff, but I've heard him say this. Like tell a girl like, "Hey, whenever you want to, be kick back and, let your head down, just holler at me." So I did tell her that. Basically, I summed it up and told her that. Right. And she was like, what is that supposed to mean? And she said, and I said, oh, so I guess you respond to text. I was being joking around. And she was like, yeah. And then I said, it's exactly what you want it to mean and what you would want it to be. You know how, you in my vicinity.
Oh, you're breaking up. Go ahead.
Now, I should have left it at that. I should have left it at that, but my spitefulness was irritated at the fact that she said, like, oh, you have a boyfriend. So I was like, at the end of it, because I could be a smart ass sometimes. So at the end of me saying that, I told her, so by the way, it's kind of late. Would you late to be talking to me? What would your boyfriend think? And she didn't respond. So my thing is, with that, like, well, what's the chance of me smashing this chick?
I mean, the chances is low, because first of all, she got a man. You know what I'm saying? If she don't got a man and she's lying to you, she's still lying to you about having a man, which equals low interest. And the whole situation's uncooperative. You feel what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I would say, because usually when I hear that a chick got a man or she says she has a man or whatever, I'm pretty much done. Or I say to her, well, listen, if you got my information, holler at me if something changes. That's it. And then I just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So, like for example, there's this one girl when I was going to Hunter College. She had I was talking to her, she had a man or whatever, and I said, cool, well, here's my number, holler at me if anything changes. and then so like maybe like 6-7 months down the line, she just randomly hit me up. You feel what I mean? And so that's all I would really do with chicks like that. If you hear that they got a boyfriend and all that, but the whole back and forth of her, you know, you going back and forth for her, and even asking her, oh, why you ain't picking, checking your texts and all that is it's just extra shit, man. It's extra shit you don't really need to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Because just like you said, if you got that rotation and you're dealing with all these different girls, that's what it's really about, is having that rotation, deal with these different girls and seeing who's the girls that's gonna respond to you in the most cooperative way, and then just keep those chicks, keep them chicks in the rotation, and then the ones that's not cooperating, you just call it a day with their ass. You feel what I'm saying?
True.
You feel me? But yo, man, I appreciate the call, bro. I got a few more people trying to call up. All right, I'm gonna holler at you,
is
man.
it possible I could call back again, like afterwards?
Yeah, go ahead. It's all good.
All right, man. All right,
peace. All right, let me see what this is. Yo, what's going on? Yo.
Hello?
Yeah, what up? Who's this?
This Eric from Indianapolis.
All right, what's going on with you, bro?
Not too much. I thought I was live, and I don't know, something going on with my computer. Anyway, I had a question for you. I just moved up to Indianapolis, and I'm trying to figure out, like, what's the best strategy to go about meeting women throughout the week. Like, I work all day, and when I get off, it's like, what should I be doing to try and, meet more women, I guess.
What's your work schedule?
I work 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm. Monday through Friday?
And then I normally hit the gym. Yeah.
Okay. And so you got the weekends off and all that shit?
Yeah, I got the weekends off.
Mm-hmm. So that means, okay, so then you go to work 9 to 5. So then you got like 6 to 10, you know what I'm saying, during the week to meet some chicks. And then you also got the weekend. So you got all of that, that shit going on. You know what I'm saying? And then so,
right.
But the thing is, you can meet chicks anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, you can meet chicks at, the local bars and all of that. You can meet chicks at, grocery stores, wherever. Like, wherever you see women, that's where you can meet them at. Restaurants, all that other shit. You know what I mean? So, you just got to figure out what's popping in your area, though. That's what you need to figure out. When you figure out what's popping in the area, figure out what days are, the shit, jumping off. You understand what I'm saying? And also, too, what I would say, too, is that if you go to let's say you go to a spot and you meet people, it don't even necessarily need to be a chick you trying to get with. You can meet a chick, or you can even meet some guys and become cool with them, and then tell them to tell you when shit is popping off. You see what I'm saying? So you have a little network going on. So it's kind of like just moving around and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
now, I've been struggling a little bit with like approaching or whatever. Like I can do it, but it's like really, and I'm sure it's like this for other people too, but it's really uncomfortable as hell. So it's like, especially when I go to a new city, I don't know nobody up here. But I'm trying to change everything. I'm trying to change my whole life. Meet women. Like I've been hearing some of your stories and some of Steve's stories, and I'm trying to be like y'all.
And so what's the struggle though? What are you struggling with?
I mean, it's just like, most of the time, it's just I be in my own head when trying to go up. Or like, man, should I even try to get at this chick? She look kind of busy. Most of the time, I'll be worried about the outcome instead of saying fuck it. Right.
Well, this is the thing. A lot of times, what it is you got to get into the groove of actually interacting with women on a consistent basis. That's usually the issue with most guys, is that they don't know how to get into that groove, because once you get into that groove, it becomes second nature to you, and then it starts becoming easier and automatic. Because this is what you want to do. You want to get it to the point where, and I tell this to most guys if they want to really go in with talking to women, you have to get it to where it almost feels weird not to talk to them. You understand what I'm saying? And the only way you get it to that point is if you have to immerse yourself into it to where you get into that groove. So, for example, the thing is, you just got to make it a habit. So just like how, for example, like I do videos every day. You feel what I'm saying? if a day goes by, I don't
Yeah.
do a video, it feels weird. It feels crazy to me. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm so used to doing it all the time. So it's the same thing when you're dealing with chicks, is that if you are going out and interact, you're going out to different spots or whatever. Let's say like 4 days out the week, you go to a different bar or a different lounge or whatever, or some type of joint. And then you go in there, and every time you go in there, you get a drink. You talk to a chick here, you talk to a girl here, talk to a person here. Then it becomes a routine. And then you start maybe seeing girls out in the street, or girls in the elevator, girls in the laundromat, girls in the supermarket. It becomes second nature, so that it doesn't even. It's almost like you're conditioning your mind and your body to do that, and that's the part that dudes got to understand how to do. And it only starts if you get into that groove. You feel what I mean? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. So my question to you is, okay, you said I got like 6 to 10, to myself. And this is during the week. Like, obviously during the weekends, I hit up a club or something like that. But like during the week, do you suggest trying to go to a bar or just hanging around at a store? It's like I thought about going to a store, but I was like, man, do I want to just be sitting there, just waiting for women?
No. Go to bars and shit. Nah, go to like a bar or lounge or some type of event happening in your area during the week. Like right after work, figure out what's popping off after work. Like if they have happy hour at certain spots, go to them joints and then you meet women there. You see what I'm saying? And so do that on a consistent basis.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Go to like my dude AQI in the chat room. He said go to coffee shops. You know what I mean? Like, and so, but do the thing, and this is what I say: do the things you would be doing anyway, and then talk to girls in that situation. So what I'm saying is, if you want to get coffee, go to a coffee shop, and then while you're there, if there's any chicks around, talk to them. If you need to get groceries, go to the store and buy some groceries. And if there's women there, talk to them there. You see what I mean? So you don't necessarily need to go specifically to a grocery store or to, wherever to talk to the girls, unless it's like a bar or some shit. But if you go into like the grocery store, you go into the coffee shop, do that because that's what you were going to do anyway. You know what I mean? And then while you're there, if you see girls, you talk to them there. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, I can do that.
You know what I mean? So that's all it is. So you got to do it on a consistent basis, man. You got to get yourself used to that shit and making it become second nature. Do you have my program, Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you got to get that, bro. It's $7. $7 on MrLocario.com. Just go in there and it teaches you how to
get it now.
Get used to that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, just go to MrLocario.com, go to the store page. It's called Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less. So, get that shit popping. You feel what I'm saying?
Locario.com?
Yeah, MrLocario.com. So you can go there and get that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So,
You do the coaching too?
Yeah, I got all that stuff. I got the coaching. All that shit is on the site. So if you need coaching, if you want to get on a membership, all that stuff is on the site. So just, hit me up and let me know what's good. You feel me?
All right, man. I appreciate you taking my call.
Definitely, bro.
Have a good one.
All right, man. Peace.
Yep.
Yeah, man. You guys got to get that Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less, man. Approaching women is the easy part. That's the easy part. All right, what's up with this phone shit? Hold on. What is going on with this? Hold on. God damn. Yo, who's this? What's poppin'?
Yo, it's really good. I had one quick question.
This nigga, what's going on, bro?
So, nah, cause bro, I mean, when I'm telling you, I'm dealing with more than 5 women, bro, and I'm trying to, you feel me? Like, I need your advice on this. So one chick is coming through, right? She's coming through this weekend. I have like a date every weekend. I'm trying to balance. It's hard.
Right.
But I was gonna tell you. So my thing is this, right? I tried to flirt with her a little bit, and she wasn't really responsive. So I was like, I wasn't trying to be rude, anything like that. I felt bad for saying that, like, I was trying to be rude. But afterwards, she's like, all right, it's cool. I'm gonna talk. She said she'll talk to me later this evening. So my thing is, she's coming through. She's coming from out of state, but she's coming through this weekend. So my thing is, like, how would I be able to set it up smooth where I can just like bring her back to the crib?
And so,
like, I already, because what I'm saying is, I'm not sure. You know how you try to flirt to see where her mind is at, to see if, like, when you say put the idea of sex in her head.
right?
So I'm thinking, okay, is she's gonna be, is it gonna turn her off if I try to be like direct, Or
Wait,
should I
so
just let it
she's
flow and see where it goes?
hold on. You said she coming into town,
Yeah, because she's from out of state.
and what is she coming into town to do?
Well, she's doing some work related stuff, but she said she'll definitely try to kick it with me over the weekend.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
just tell her, just be like, listen, tell her, be like, yo, come through to the crib. I'm gonna order some food. We gonna chill. We gonna watch some movies, hang out, and kick it. That's it. That's what you gotta do. That's
But
it.
my thing is, I'm not scared to lose and shit, but I'm just saying, like, if she was already turned off, like how I was trying to flirt with her, I'm thinking she's gonna be like, oh, I'm one of them niggas that's trying to Netflix and chill with her. You know
Right,
what I
but
mean?
my
Like,
question is
it
this.
what it is.
My question is this. What do you want to do with her?
No, I know what you mean. I know.
No, I'm just saying. I'm asking you. What do you want to do with her?
Of course, I'm trying to smash.
Okay, so then, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Think about it this way. Think about it this way, right? Would you rather? Now, think of this scenario. Let's say you hang out with her, and you don't get to smash, right? So now, what's going to happen is that you wasted a whole night with a chick that you didn't get to smash when you could have replaced her with a chick who wanted to smash. You see what I'm saying? Because remember,
I feel you.
because look, this is what you think. This is what you're doing, though. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. What you're doing is you're trying to figure out, is she okay with what you're trying to do? You feel what I'm saying? In the sense of, I'm trying to like accommodate to her. Hopefully she'll give me what I want. That's not the way you want to do it. You want to do it where you're saying, listen, this is what I want to do. You down, yes or no? If she's down, then she's gonna come through and make it happen. If she's not, because even saying this, look, even saying to her, yo, come through, I'm gonna order some food and we gonna kick it. That's indirect. You ain't even going direct yet. You're not even.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. That's what I wanted.
You see what I'm
to see,
saying?
Because
That's
you know
just
what? Like I was straightforward before, but like when she didn't respond, I thought, okay, maybe I turned her off or something like that. Being like flirtatious, like being real direct. And so I'm like, okay, what is she on? So I'm trying to feel the vibe out. Because it happened before where I say some flirtatious stuff, and I understand some girls are not gonna feel you like that. But then, like afterwards, I was able to like smash on like the second date or not the third, you know. But that's my thing. Like I'm thinking to myself, okay, because I met her at a place like in the city, and I gave her my number, and she called me right back. So basically, I'm thinking to myself, okay, if she's in the city and she's gonna be in New York, and she want to kick it with me, that's what I'm thinking. You feel me? But then when I say it, I try to flirt, try to make the vibe go well. It's like she was kind of standoffish. So I'm like, okay, what's going on here? So I'm gonna take your advice though with that.
right. Just get straight to that point, man. Because trust me, you don't want to waste no time with these chicks. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It's better to know up front so that you don't have to like waste too much time. So you could replace her if you need to and just get a better chick. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was doing mode 1, but it was having negative reactions.
Or did you read the book though?
I read most of it. I read that in like a day. It changed my thought process, but some shit I can't be like, some shit was smooth, like what Alan Roger Curry would say, like when you get the girl's number, be like, I hope we soon we'll be able to like exchange orgasms soon. Like that's funny, but I can't be saying like some too direct chick, because I've done it before and it turned girls off. And then some girls, I'll say something and they be like, they'll look at me, roll their eyes, but then eventually I got to smash anyway.
But that's the point. That's good. That's good. If it's a certain girl, if it turns them off, that's good, because that's not the girl you should be fucking with. You feel what I'm saying? If she's down with it, she's gonna be down with it. That's the point. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You guys got to stop being scared to just go in and let a chick know what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Because all she could do is say no, and then you move on to the next girl. It's not a big deal. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man.
One last question though. Why do you think some girls, they don't like when you be explicit with them, flirtatious, but they still like they be like, oh, I understand they trying to play hard to get, but they be like, oh, you're not, so they don't want you to be talking like nasty or sexually explicit to them, but then you still get to like smash them anyway, like.
Because women, you gotta understand something. Women care about what people think, and that includes you. So when you're talking to a chick, she doesn't know sometimes that, like, so what I'm saying is this: she doesn't know that you're not gonna judge her. Do you understand what I'm saying? So she has to put on or act
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm not this way, I'm not that way. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like, let's say if a chick says to you, oh, you must be some sort of player, right? So some dudes who ain't really,
I embrace that shit. I don't care. I just say I do well with women.
no, but that's what I'm saying. But some dudes won't say that. They'll be like, "Oh no, I'm not a player. I'm just, I'm just trying to find one girl." They'll do that type of shit. You see what I'm saying? Even though she knows and can tell he's a player, he doesn't want to admit that or say that because he's scared that if he does say that or do that, then that might mean he's not gonna get shit popping, or things might not go the way he expected. Same thing for women. You might say to a girl, "Yo, I want to fuck the shit out you," whatever, and say some crazy shit. But she is going to be like, oh, no, I don't know if I could respond to him in a way where seem like I'm down because what does that mean? So she's going to pretend. You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand that's just a defense mechanism. That's just something they do a lot of times because they're trying to save face. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yo, this is what let me break it down. Basically, we were talking about exercising, right? And I said, oh, yeah, I can help you exercise, whatnot, get that booty toned up for the summer, something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, LOL, but he's like, you kind of far. I was like, it don't matter. Mm-hmm. I said, when you come through, I said, you have a nice slim body, I'm sure you're very flexible. And then she didn't respond, so I'm like, oh shit, like what happened? So,
right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Chicks, again, if the chick's feeling you, she gonna fucking make it happen. Period. You feel what I'm saying? If she's in between, that's what she gonna do all of that, goofy shit. But yo, listen, I got a few more people calling in, so I'm gonna holler at you later. All right?
I appreciate it.
All right, peace. All right, somebody was calling in like crazy earlier. Man. But yeah, you guys gotta be stop being scared of fucking losing this chick. See, y'all be too concerned about trying to get every girl. You're not gonna get every girl. Just understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. What's up with these fucking phone lines though? Hold on. Yo.
What's up, Locario?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
James.
What up? What's going on with you?
Alright. So, like, I watch you and I watch AMS, right? And then AMS talks about validation and, like, not to give female validation, right?
Mm.
But, like, that basically means, no initial compliments. But, like, I've, like, seen videos where, like, you give examples where like you like compliment females, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, what is the like standpoint when it comes to giving female compliments and like when not to?
So the question is why are you giving the girl the compliment?
What'd you say?
No, I said no. My question to you is if you're dealing with a chick, why are you giving the girl the compliment?
Like I would do it like as like opener or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So that you can start.
I know what I'm saying.
So you're saying you would do it to start like the conversation or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like if I see something I like about it, then I would like tell her or whatever.
Right. And so, why would you think that you should not compliment a chick? What's the logic behind that?
I mean, I'm guessing because like she'll probably think you're like thirsty or whatever.
She'll probably think what?
She'll probably think you're like thirsty.
For complimenting her, for telling her she looks good or she looks nice or she looks hot, she'll think you're thirsty.
Yeah.
And so now let me ask you this: if a girl likes you or if a girl's interested in you, right, and you compliment her, do you think that she's going to not want to fuck with you?
Well, like if she's feeling you, then like probably not. Well, I mean, probably so she I probably would want to like mess with you.
Say that again.
So if she's feeling you and you compliment her, then she probably would want to mess with you.
Okay, so then, if you compliment the chick, right, and she's feeling you, it doesn't see. Look, if you compliment the girl and she's feeling you, she's feeling you. It don't matter what you say. You see what I'm saying? She's feeling you. So if you're trying to not compliment a girl because you're trying not to, because you're trying to get her, because you think if I compliment her, she's not gonna want to fuck with me, right? That you basically what you're doing is you're doing something to try to get her. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're worried about validating a chick, you see what I mean? If you're worried about, oh, if I say this to her, that's going to validate her and all this other stuff and yada, yada, yada. What you have to understand is that if you validate a girl and she's feeling you, it doesn't matter that you're validating her. If you're validating her because you're trying to get her and you're thinking not validating her is going to get her, that's the problem. That's the issue. Because the thing is, if basically what I'm saying is this, if you're doing something because you think that me doing this is going to get her, you see what I'm saying? That's when you're fucking up. If you're doing something because you actually want to do it, right, and then that gets you the situation, that's a different story. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you're supposed to do it, and like it's supposed to be more natural, right?
Yes, this is what I'm saying. So like, let's say for example, let's say I'm at a party, right, or I'm at an event or whatever, and a girl comes in and she's this actually happened. Well, I'll tell you what happened. I'm at a spot. This girl comes into the spot, and I'm at the spot, and I'm like, yo, there ain't no bad chicks in here. This shit is mad. I'm literally about to leave out this motherfucker. As I'm walking out, this girl comes into the spot, right? First thing I said to her was a compliment. I said, yo, I was just about to leave, but you're the prettiest chick that's in here, so I might stay and talk to you for a little while. You understand? So, long story short, me and this girl talked for 20 minutes, and she took me back to her place and we fucked. First thing out my mouth was a compliment. You see what I'm saying? So the thing was, she was feeling my energy. She was feeling my vibe.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not the compliment, it's if she's feeling you or not. Period. You see what I'm saying? Now, there's one thing if, let's say for example, you're talking to a girl and you're consistently complimenting her, or you're complimenting her the way where you're sucking her ass and you're trying to kiss her ass and trying to be super nice and all of that. You see what I mean? That shit is going to fuck shit up because now you're looking needy and, quote unquote thirsty. You see what I'm saying? But if I'm having a regular conversation with a girl and we're flirting and I'm complimenting her within the flirting and touching and we're, going back and forth kissing and all of that, you see what I'm saying? Then that's what it is. You see what I mean? But if you're sitting there and you're talking to a girl and you're having a conversation like, oh my God, I can't compliment her. Make sure you don't compliment her. Oh my God, she looks so good. Okay, don't compliment her. Just keep talking. Don't compliment her. You're not in the moment. You're just worried too much about not complimenting. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when you're focused too much on that little shit, it's not gonna really fuck with you. Go ahead. Say what you're saying. Go ahead.
So like it all boils down to like if she's feeling you, right? But
yes, pretty much.
If you walk up to her,
mm-hmm.
Is it when she decides yes, I am feeling him, or no, I'm not feeling him. You remember that?
Wait, say it again.
All right, so you said the game is basically like if she's feeling you or if she's not, right?
Right.
Now, when you walk up to her,
mm-hmm.
so when you walk up to her and you start talking,
mm-hmm.
does she decide whether she's feeling you or not before you start talking or like after?
It's during. It's everything. Because this is what it is. It's a combination of everything. Meaning it's a combination of your look. It's a combination of what you say. It's a combination of your energy. It's all those things put together. Because let's say, for example, a girl, let's say I'm walking up to a girl and she's looking at me coming towards her and she likes the way I look, right? But then I start talking to her, and I don't know what to say. I'm stumbling over my words. I'm seeming real insecure. That makes her not feel me. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a combination of everything.
Yeah.
So if I go up to her and then I start talking and interacting with her and everything is flowing, that's what makes her feel me. You see what I'm saying? So no matter if I complimented her or not, you see what I mean? If she's feeling me, she's gonna feel me. So I don't have to compliment her, but it doesn't take away anything if I do. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you don't have to not do it in order to get the girl to like you. If she's feeling you and you do it, it don't matter. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Don't be focused too much. Cause see, this is the problem with most guys in the game. This is what's fucking up a lot of dudes. Let me tell you guys right now. Most of y'all our guys are playing game on defense. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, if you're saying, yo, don't compliment a girl because you're validating her, and that validation is gonna make her see you as thirsty and as a simp, right? That all that's saying is that don't do this thing because the girl's not gonna like you, or you have to do this thing which is not compliment because that's gonna make her like you more. That's like some PUA tactic shit where it's like, oh, let me pretend I'm not interested in you, because maybe if you're insecure, you're gonna try to get my validation from me. You feel what I'm saying? Like that goofy ass PUA shit. And no disrespect to PUAs, but I'm just saying that's the goofy ass shit. You see what I mean? But if you step to a chick as a man, you feel what I'm saying? It's like, listen, what's good, blah, blah, blah. And of course, you're flirting with her, you're building sexual tension, all this other stuff. And when you're flirting and you're building sexual tension, guess what? Sometimes compliments are in that. You see what I'm saying? So when you're flirting with a, like, because this is the thing. If you're flirting with a girl, you're probably going to compliment her. If you're building sexual tension, there's probably going to be a compliment in there. You see what I'm saying? So
it makes sense.
Right. So
Yeah.
the thing with the whole validation thing, or the thing of not complimenting a girl to give her validation, that's if you're dealing with a girl and you can tell that she's not really feeling you. You feel what I'm saying? And you're just like complimenting her just to like try to get her to like you. That's a whole nother story. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, if you're flirting with a girl, there's nothing wrong with complimenting a chick. You understand what I'm saying? I compliment chicks. I would say like maybe like 80 to 90% of the time when I'm hollering at a girl. And sometimes that's the first thing that comes out of my mouth. Like I'll see a girl be like, yo, miss, you are sexy as shit. Come and talk to me for a second. That's the first thing I say to her. And she'll stop and come and talk to me. You see what I'm saying? So don't be...
but the thing is like not to be too excessive with it. Like just, do it once and then that's it. Or like...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you do it in the flow of conversation. You see what I'm saying? You do it in the flow of the interaction.
Yeah.
It's like let's say for example, just like let's say you're talking to anybody, right? Just anybody, man, woman, or whatever, right? Let's say you're having a conversation, and then you might joke about something within the conversation. A joke something might come in your mind based off the conversation. You might have a laugh with the joke, right? But you're not gonna tell jokes every 2 seconds in the conversation, right? You only pull the joke out when it was when it made sense and it was funny.
True.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So basically,
Yeah.
saying not to compliment a chick, you might as well say, listen, when you talk to girls, never make jokes or never say anything funny. Don't ever do that, or don't ever do this, or don't ever do. No, you can't say don't ever do whatever. The shit might come up in a situation where doing that thing makes the interaction more interesting. You see what I mean?
All right.
So that's see, it's funny because I think what it is to a lot of guys haven't really been out as much, so they don't really understand like this type of shit. You see what I mean? And so they're coming from, again, defensiveness, coming at it with the mindset that women don't like me, so I have to try to do everything in my power to get her to like me. And the way that I get her to like me is to not compliment her. You understand what I'm saying? That's what dudes are thinking. You see what I mean?
Right.
So
Cause like my thing is like, all right. So like last one. So like there's this chick at my gym, and like she had like a very brown chocolate complexion. So like I was thinking that like I was gonna compliment her on that, like as in like open her. So I was gonna like approach her and then be like I like your your complexion or whatever. So like I was gonna say that. So like is that cool?
That's cool, but what are you gonna do after that? What are you saying with that? So pretend pretend you're talking to the girl right now. You go up to her and be like, "Yo, miss, you got a really like smooth, sexy complexion." Now what? What do you say after that?
Right. Well, like I would listen to her response. Then.
And what did she say?
Then,
she's like, "Thank you," and then now what? Now she says, "Thank you." Now what?
Like and then so like since we're at the gym, I'll be like what is your position here, or like something like that.
And what are you trying to do?
So like kind of change the like subject a little bit.
And why? Okay, why are you changing the subject at this point?
Well, like since she's like working, then like I don't want to be too like flirty.
But you already were. You just told her she had a sexy complexion, though.
Yeah, well, not well. Like my thing is that like I'm just throwing it out there. So like she like knows that like I'm not kind of like scared to like compliment her.
Okay. And so what are you trying to do with this chick? You trying to get her number? What are you trying to make happen with this girl? Like what's the end game in this situation?
Basically, like I want to smash. The like thing is, like I want to like get her familiar with me first. Then if I see her again, I'll probably shoot like let some go out.
And why not do that the first time when you say, "Yo, you got a smooth complexion"? Why not do it then?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. You can do it then. Why not? That's what I'm saying. Why not do it then? You should do it then. See, and this is what I'm saying. See, with the compliments and all that other stuff, again, everything is all together. So if you going up to already compliment her, you already done complimented her and shit, and it's just be like, "Yo, listen, what are you doing this weekend? Here's my number. Give me a call, whatever." You understand? Now, the reason why I'm telling you to do it now or do it at that point is because you're saying, well, I'm going to talk to her then, and I'm going to wait another week, and I'm going to do this and do that. Now, let's say for sake of argument, you do that. Let's say you tell her, hey, you got some sexy, smooth skin, and she's like, oh, thank you. And you're like, oh, so, what's your position at this job? Where do you work? And then she's like, oh, I do this and do that. And you have a regular conversation, and you say, all right, well, good meeting you, and you walk away, right? Now, let's say you come back again next week, you see her again, and are you going to try to get her information and set something up that time, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, so well, it's always like make sure. Well, like the thing is like it's all about the situation too. So like,
go ahead.
Like if I catch her by, you hear me?
Yeah, okay, go ahead. You was breaking up a little bit.
Like I was saying, yeah, I was saying like if I catch her by herself, then yeah, okay.
So you're saying if you catch her by yourself, then you would close the deal and make it happen.
Yeah.
And then so now let's say for sake of argument you do catch her by herself, right? And you try to close the deal. Now you go up to her and you say, hey, let's get together and get a drink sometime, whatever. Give me a number or whatever, right? Now, imagine she says to you, oh, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend, right? Now, I'm just saying hypothetically. Now, you wasted a whole week when you could have found that out the first time when you told her she had nice skin. You see what I'm getting at?
True.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is this. When you're talking to these girls, you could compliment them, do all that other stuff, but everything has to be all encompassed. You have to have everything there, because this is why I was asking you, what are you going to say next? Because don't look at everything as one little piece. Remember, it's a whole puzzle. You understand? And so this is why you have to practice doing what you do, because it's not just about complimenting her, not complimenting her. It's okay. It's like, okay, cool. You complimented her or you didn't compliment her. Now what? Where are we going with this? What's going to happen next? What do we go from here? What's the next step? So this is why I'm asking you all these things, because if you say this to her and you try and you try to make it happen at that point, if she does have a boyfriend, you saved yourself some time from having to come back next week. Then you saying I gotta make sure she's alone, or you understand what I'm saying? So that could take you a whole damn month. And then imagine you waited a whole month to try to holler at some chick who got a boyfriend. You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? Like, so don't be scared of that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, got you. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you, man. All right, peace.
All right.
Man. Crazy. Y'all talking about that Drake versus Pusha T? Yeah, Pusha T went in though. I was like, shit. This dude this dude's going in. Alright, let me see who this is. Damn, this should be going crazy. Yo, what's going on? Who's this? Yo.
Hello?
Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Yeah, it's Nez from London.
Nez, what's going on, bro?
I'm good, man. How you been?
I'm chilling. What's going on with you?
Yeah, nothing much, man. I had a couple of questions I just wanted to ask quickly. So, happy birthday. What was it, yesterday or the day before, something like that?
Say that again?
No, I'm saying happy birthday for yesterday.
Oh yeah, appreciate it, man.
Before,
Yeah, it was on what was it, Monday? Yeah, Monday was my birthday. But yeah, appreciate that, bro.
Yeah. So the first question was like, I'm sure you're a part of this Facebook group, Pickup Artist World, as well, right? It's like a public group.
I think so. People add me to a lot of groups, so I'm not sure which one. And oh, by the way, real quick, I want to say whoever's watching, because I know there's this website called the Coley, where it is some dude or a couple of dudes that's imitating me. I'm just letting you guys know now that I'm not on the Coley. I'm not on any of these message boards. That is not me. Okay, just letting you guys know I'm not on those sites, because dudes is on there pretending to be me, talking a whole bunch of weird shit. That's not me. But anyway, go ahead, Nez. What's going on?
The Coley, yeah.
Yeah. So dudes is imitating and fucking.
Okay. Nah.
but yeah, what's going on with you though?
So this group, like I'm a member of it. You're a member. Other people are members of it, but there's this guy that keeps posting on there, and he's I don't know if this guy has autism or something like that, but he keeps posting like incessantly, like literally every single day. And I just wanted to get your opinion on one of the posts, because he claims that he's been doing pickup, street pickup, like day game for 10 years, and he's only averaged sort of one girl a year, so 10 girls out in that time, so that's like one girl a year roughly. And I just wanted to get your opinion on, after reading one of his posts, on perhaps where he could be going wrong and whether like there's any truth to what he's saying. So this is what he wrote the other day. It says, most of what I've read in PUA books or watched in PUA videos contradict 99% of what I actually observe in real. Whether it's a Tinder troll account saying retarded shit, getting results, or real observation. Example of this is at a nightclub. Girls will be dancing with each other, and if a guy tries to grind with her, she'll look at him first to see if he's good looking. If she likes what he sees, she keeps dancing. If not, she'll elbow him away, or her female friends would cock block. I then realized that women are equally as visual, if not more, than men when it comes to the opposite sex, and that women are the choosers. My point is this: think for yourself. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. In
in an open market dating world, the Western world, it looks, money, status based. Unfortunately, if any of those prerequisites down, it's game over before it even began. It's difficult to leverage game if you don't fit her physical standards. The who do well in PUA are generally already good looking, and because of that, it's easy for them to leverage game in their favor since they already fit the physical preference of most women. You can't force somebody to like you in a non-platonic way. That's why PUA does not work. She has to be attracted to you first for any game to work. But hey, good luck thinking you weren't alpha enough, or I didn't approach her from a 45.4 degree angle correctly, or any dumb PUA technique as to reject it. Chances are she rejected you because you weren't her type. The same way if a fat, ugly girl approaches me, I'll reject her regardless of her personality because I'm not attracted to her. And like me and some other guys tried commenting, saying, that what you're saying is bullshit, but he just like keeps cussing.
Right. I think you know what it is. You know, it's interesting. I think I did see that post, but this is the funny part that guys don't get, right? Is that, and this is what's so hilarious about the game, and dudes don't even understand how lucky they are to even get the opportunity to understand and learn game. Because this is the thing. For women, right? For guys, this is why guys need to be actually glad that, they can learn game or whatever, is that women are very easily influenced. You understand? And that's basically where game comes in. You see what I'm saying? Meaning that a girl could initially not be into you, and then all of a sudden she's into you. How did that happen? You feel what I'm saying? That's where the game came in. And to that guy, it's funny that he's saying all that, but I'm like, has he ever watched an RSD video? Has he ever watched any of these RSD dudes get girls? Because if he's saying, oh, you got to look a certain way, you got to, because when dudes say looks, they only talking about, of course they're talking about you got to be on some male model looking shit, which is ridiculous because if that was the case, 90% of guys would not get any women. You feel what I'm saying? But if you have someone like, let's say, for example, RSD, you got to do like Tyler. There's a bunch of other cats in there that's very average looking, who's getting girls. And I've seen these dudes in person. So I always talk a lot about when dudes could fake shit on camera. I've seen these dudes in person actually getting shit popping. So with that guy, the reason why now go ahead. What you gonna say? Go ahead. What you gonna say?
Go ahead. I cut you off. No, that's not, somebody actually mentioned Tyler from RSD, and he said that he's a pathological, contradicted himself plenty of times. RSD Tyler leverages his wealth status because he lives in a man, and is a drug dealer who gives him access to hot.
See, this is typical, right? And this is typical of, and this is what I was talking about the other day on my other live stream. I was saying, dudes who don't understand the game are always trying to rationalize why shit is not going well for them. Because he's saying, oh, well, he has a lot of money, and he has a mansion, this and this and that. When he goes into these clubs, these chicks don't know who the fuck he is. They don't know that he got money. You feel what I'm saying? They have no idea who this guy is. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't use that as, oh, well, they don't have no idea. You see what I'm saying? So this is the crazy part about it. But see,
I think this guy.
Now, go ahead. What you saying?
No, I wrote a comment to him because he's been posting regularly, and it's not just it's girls who choose. Like, you can choose to approach a girl or not if you don't want, like if you want to or not. And he said to me, like a pussy and all that, and saying, it doesn't really matter. Like, if I go for a job that I want, ultimately the employers are going to choose me. I can still.
Well, see,
that's what he was saying.
That's the thing. This is what you got to understand. Certain dudes are going to have certain experiences. You understand? And your experiences, a lot of times with women, are going to be based off of your level of game. That's all it is. So if he's saying, I've been out and I've been talking to all these girls, and I only get like, he said he get like one girl a year or something like that.
Yeah, he said 10. He's been doing it for 10 years. He got 10, so 1 year. Yeah.
So if he's been out hollering at chicks for 10 years, and he's only got one girl every year for 10 years, then this dude is ridiculous. Like he doesn't understand what the fuck he's doing, and he's not very bright. You know, and I say that respectfully, because if you're doing something for 10 years and you keep doing the same shit, and you realize that the shit isn't going the way you want it to go, wouldn't you say, wait a second, maybe I'm doing something wrong? Maybe I'm doing something wrong, because guess what? And this is how crazy dudes are. They won't think maybe I'm doing something wrong. They're gonna think everything is wrong with everything else. He's like, oh, pickup doesn't work because I only had one girl for every year for 10 years. But there's other guys who are out here crushing it. How what's happening? Is it the game or is it you? You see what I'm saying? Because he's probably doing things wrong. He doesn't know that he's doing it wrong. He's doing it wrong over and over and over again. But then he wants to blame the game. You see what I'm saying? Which is pure fuckery.
If you look at his picture, if you look at his profile picture, he doesn't even put his real picture. It's like a picture of a fat double chin incel, and you know, I asked him to post a picture of himself, and he was at first like, no thanks, I don't want anyone's stupid critique. And then when he did, he just posted a picture of himself with like eyes completely blurred out, so he doesn't.
Right, because and that's the thing.
He's insecure to post a real.
That's the thing. He could basically be trolling. You feel what I'm saying? So we don't know if this dude's like, you know, he's really doing what he could be trolling. He could have done none of that shit. He's making up the fucking stories, because that's what people do. Remember, people are gonna make up stories to fit their narrative. You see what I'm saying? That's what people are gonna do. They don't want to look at the truth of shit. They want to fix stories to fit. Even your man He Didn't Succeed did that shit. Shout out to He Didn't Succeed. He Didn't Succeed tried to be slick. He had a video of me and the Confident Hoe, and the Confident Hoe said to me, the reason why I'm getting girls is because of my looks. So He Didn't Succeed clipped that part to say, oh, look, see, it's all about looks. It's all about looks. You feel what I mean? Then what I did was I took the original video where he got that clip from, and in that video, I asked the Confident Hoe, I said, so have you never been with a guy who was ugly or you thought was unattractive? And she said, hell yeah, my ex-boyfriend was ugly. But he didn't take that part of the clip. You see what I'm saying? So he's taking the part of the clip that goes along with his narrative. So the same guy in that group, he's taking whatever, you know, he's talking all of that shit because he has a certain narrative. So we don't even know if he's really doing the shit he's doing or not. You feel what I'm saying? But, you know, that's why I don't really, like, you know, take dudes like that seriously. You can't really take cats like that seriously, because everything he's saying can be debunked through other people's experiences, through other people's situations. And so if he's saying, oh, it's only about if you have a certain look or this and that, what's the certain look? And most dudes think the certain look is the male model look, but you got motherfuckers like RSD, which that's why I love RSD so much. Just the strength of that, these niggas is regular ass looking dudes getting out there, getting shit popping all day. So dudes ain't got no excuse on that look shit. That look shit is dead. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just these cats ain't really putting themselves out there and not studying games so that they could get where they need to go. Period. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just like my dude in
I understand. Yeah.
Right.
I think you're right about that. Yeah, definitely. I just want to get your opinion on it.
Definitely, man. But yeah, I appreciate you sending, reading that email, because that's a good thing that cats need to really understand what's popping with that shit, man.
Yeah. One more thing. What's your philosophy on having sex with girls while they're drunk and while you're drunk at the same time? Because I went to a house party on Saturday that my friend hosted, and there was this chick there that was like really out of it, and she was like hitting out to everybody, like every single dude, trying to dance with them, trying to like jump on them and stuff like that, and you know, whatever. And then my friend's younger brother actually ended up taking her in the toilet, and like, the next morning he texted me saying that some like she gave him a blumpkin or something like that.
She gave him a what?
On that?
Oh, she gave him a what?
A blumpkin.
What the hell is that?
What the hell is that?
Apparently when you get a blowjob while taking a shit, but I don't know. Sure, so that's what I said it was.
Oh shit! Yeah, you got to turn down your computer because I'm hearing the feedback. You gotta turn on your computer, Nez, because I'm hearing the feedback.
No, I'm on my phone.
Okay, all right. So, dude, don't fuck with these chicks who's drunk. Period. Let that shit slide. Keep that shit pushing, because you don't want to end up in no bullshit later on. Did she say you done did some shit? You took advantage of her. You forced yourself on. You don't want none of that shit. You see what I'm saying? So make sure her ass is sober. Make sure she can walk a straight line, and it'll be good. But yo, I'm gonna let you go, man, because I'm hearing that feedback, bro. All right.
Oh, no worries.
All right, peace.
Take care. Catch you later. Yeah. Bye.
Man, that's crazy. That nigga said a fucking blowjob while she's taking a shit. Hilarious. I was like, what the fuck is that? That's crazy. Man. Cario, you said you got somebody who did that to you? Hilarious. Man. Jesse, what did I do? I don't understand what you're talking about. Yo, what's going on? Yo, who's this?
This is Jay. This is Jay from CT. Man, how you doing, man?
I'm chilling. What's going on?
Thank good, man.
Right.
Now, I just have to you too, man. For instance, so I see one of your videos too. You said that there's two type of guys that women like. But for instance, even though I don't believe in the whole looks thing, but you said that too. Women have to be attracted to you. You want men to be attracted. Care about what you have. But when you go out on a date, though, how do you make women attracted to you? But in a sense, that don't look get in the way, because I know that too. The woman also like the person to look something with it. What they want to look. You feel me? So how would a guy go on a date, have the woman attracted? If you say something to a woman and she's just not feeling you, and there's nothing you can say to the woman. You feel what I'm trying to say? So how would you go about it? What makes a woman attracted to you?
So your question is what makes a woman attracted to you? Is that your question? Just in general?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Everything makes her. This is what I'm saying. Every facet of what you do makes her attracted to you, or certain things you do can make her not attracted to you. So it's always in flux. So what I mean is, let's say for example, let's say you was at a party, you was across the room, and a girl thought you was cute, right? So she's attracted to you because of you physically, right? Then let's say you come across there and you talk to her, and your mouthpiece is tight. Now she's even more attracted to you. You see what I'm saying? And then with that, your vibe is on point. You're confident. All of that shit that makes her be like, damn, this guy is fucking tight. He's awesome, right? Now let's do the scenario again. Girl thinks you are physically attractive. She sees you across the room, thinks you're cute. You come over. You know what I'm saying? Your breath stink. You don't know what to say when you're talking to her. You're nervous. Now she's not attracted to you anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Or let's do another example. She sees you from across the room. She's not physically attracted to you. You go up, and then you approach her. You start talking to her. Your mouthpiece is on point. You feel what I'm saying? Then next thing you know, she's attracted to you now because of what you're saying and what you do. You see what I mean? It's all those things combined that gets her. See, her attraction level for you is usually in flux. It's not just this end all be all shit like that. So for example, for us, we see a girl, she's, we think she's physically attractive. We're like, oh, she's hot. You still want to fuck her no matter what. She could say the stupidest shit. She could be dumb as a fucking doornail, a doorbell or whatever, and you still want to fuck. You understand? Chicks generally aren't like that. You see what I'm saying? Chicks, pussy dries up a lot of times when she can't feel you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. The problem, the reason why it's so hard for guys to understand this is because guys are thinking with their male, logical, linear mind. You got to understand, women aren't exactly the same as us when it comes to that. You see what I mean? Like, have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to fuck a girl and then you didn't want to fuck her because she said something stupid?
Nah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Girls are not like us. You see what I mean?
It's funny you said that too. Because my boyfriend with the chick, she was getting on my nerve, man. I'm like, you know what, fuck, I still better like my stop to my, she was getting on my nerve, man. I'm like, forget it. You're right though. It's funny you said that.
Right, that's what I'm saying, dudes. And see, the more advanced you get in the game, the more you're going to maybe not want to fuck her. Because you gotta understand something. Look, think about it this way, just on a biological level, right?
Yeah.
See, women are a little bit more pickier than men in who they fuck with, because let's say, just for sake of argument, you have sex with her and she gets pregnant. Just for sake of argument. You see what I'm saying? So on that level, it's like, I gotta be careful who I'm fucking or who I'm fucking with. You see what I mean? So the thing is, with women, it's not just a guy looking a certain way. It's, what is this guy about? If I was to get pregnant, would he be able to take care of the baby with me? Is he gonna leave after this happens? Like, you see what I'm saying? It's all these different things that dudes don't understand when it comes to chicks wanting to fuck with you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. So that's what it is, man.
Yeah. But why is that when you go on, right? I don't know if I have to do, like, you go to a party, but you see like the woman on one side. I've been seeing that too. I'm a little older, so I'm 34, but I see that too. When I was going out back then, like, women would just, like I said, we would go party, girls would just dance. Even if they didn't like to have fun, but now as you get a little older, I don't know if the bar scene has changed or a club scene has changed. Like, the women would stay on one side and the guys would stay on one side. I'm like, what is that all about?
That's
I
because,
remember one time you mentioned that in one of your videos, but I don't.
well, that's because dudes are scared to go and holler at the chicks, man. You know what I'm saying? Dudes are scared to go holler at the girls, so that's why they on one side of the spot.
With their homegirl, they don't want to do it.
Say that again?
No, but the chicks sometimes don't want to talk to. No, but the chicks sometimes don't want to talk to the dudes though. They be coming there with their homegirls. I'm not all the time. Sometimes I don't want to talk to dudes.
No. Chick, listen. Don't get tricked, son. These chicks always want to talk to the dudes. The problem is, they want to talk to the guys they want to talk to. That's the issue that, like, most guys can't grasp. And the thing is, because you're experiencing it through just your lens, so it's understandable. You think, well, I go to these bars and whatever, the girls be huddled up in a circle. I try to go and holler, and then she seemed like she don't want to talk, yada yada yada. You understand what I'm saying? But that's your experience. But then there's another guy that comes through. He comes through and he knows how to engage the whole group. He knows how to interact with the girls to where they open up their circle. You see what I'm saying? And so it's two, same situation, two different experiences. You see what I'm saying? And so the guy who knows how to open up that group, most of the time he learned that. He learned how to do that. Or if he's just like a straight natural guy, which most guys aren't really that natural with it. But if he's a straight natural guy, he probably could do that whenever. But a lot of guys who do that learned that. And learning that is a skill. And that skill makes you more attractive. You see what I mean? And so, unfortunately, a lot of guys don't know how to do these things in order to get these girls to be in those situations to where they experience those situations. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that the girls don't want to come out and talk. They want to come out and talk. They just want to talk to the guys they find attractive. And the guys they find attractive are the guys who know how to talk to women. You see what I mean? Like, that's what it is.
But as far as, when you say that to a woman, you say that to, like, when you talk to a woman, you gotta have a masculine. You have a masculine. What do you mean by that? To have a masculine, you have that masculine energy. What do you mean by that? When you talk to a woman, what? Should let the woman know you want to fuck or something?
No. The masculine energies is you being dominant, you being confident, you being sure of yourself. So when you go up to that group of girls, because look, you gotta understand something. Women notice all of this shit. They notice everything you're doing. You understand? Meaning, let's say you go up to that group of girls and you try to holler, and one of the girls sort of like brushes you off, whatever, right? And let's say there's a girl in the group that is looking at you. She might have thought you was cute or whatever, but now she saw that your face got all upset and you got frustrated by the fact that her friend just sort of brushed you to the side. Now, because she saw that you did that, her attraction level for you goes down. You see what I mean? And so what game teaches you is to not get fooled by that and to not be reactive to that. So now when you're not, because look, the girl could have just been like, look, man, the girl could have like brushed you off, but then the other girl saw that you were responsive to that. You weren't getting all emotional about it. So now when you try to talk to her, she's responsive because she sees you're that attractive dude. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. And this is why game is so important, because chicks will because you have dudes on the internet that's goofy as hell who talk about confidence is bullshit and confidence don't mean nothing and all this other nonsense, right? But chicks are consistently testing your confidence on a conscious level and a subconscious level. So a lot of times they're seeing if you are confident. You feel what I'm saying? And if you're not confident, they're gonna brush you off. And then you're gonna be saying, damn, these girls don't want to talk. I go to these clubs and these bars, these girls don't want to talk. No. They don't want to talk to you. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And remember, not every girl's gonna want to talk to you. So no matter how on point you are, there's gonna be certain girls who don't want to talk to you. But guess what? You have to be so on point that when a girl don't want to talk to you, that doesn't affect you, because remember, you're in this spot, they're watching. So there's a girl across the room that probably think you're physically attractive. She's watching you talk to the other girls, and she's seeing how you're interacting with them. And the thing is, if it seems like you're uncomfortable because of what some girl said, that makes her lose attraction for you. So now you was probably gonna go and talk to that girl across the room. Now she already, before you even get to her, she has this thought in her head like, oh man, this guy's kind of lame now. I thought he was cool, but he's kind of lame because of what I saw him do with the other girls. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. All of this shit matters when it comes to you understanding how to really maneuver in the game. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
definitely. Yeah, I know you probably got more calls. I definitely appreciate the advice too, Locario.
Definitely, man. All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you.
Definitely. Oh, yeah, when will be your next thing anyway? But Friday gonna be your next one? You gonna?
Yeah. I'm gonna do another one on Friday and shit.
Oh, all right. I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot, man. Have a nice day too.
All right, bro. Peace. Man. Donald Goldberg, you said, so why do I say you don't need to build rapport to attract women, but he mentions that you need to have good conversation skills to attract them. Good conversation skills and building rapport is two different things. You understand what I'm saying? You can build rapport with your good conversation skills, but having good conversation skills doesn't necessarily mean you're building rapport. You see what I'm saying? Because if I go up to a girl and I look her in the eye and I say, yo, listen, I saw you from across the room and you're sexy as fuck and I want to take you home right now and take your panties down and give it to you real good, right? I'm not building no damn rapport. But if she's feeling me, she probably will say, yeah, let's make it happen. You see what I'm saying? And so just having good conversation skills gives you the segues to flirt and to build sexual tension. You see what I'm saying? Crazy. Johnny Quessy says, so if a chick doesn't want to talk to you, does that mean your game is not tight? Absolutely not. Because there's going to be certain girls who don't want to talk to you. Period. Now, there's times where you are talking to a girl or trying to talk to a girl, and because your game isn't tight, she doesn't want to talk to you. That's another thing. But just because a random girl don't want to talk to you doesn't mean that your game isn't tight. You feel what I'm saying? Man. Johnny, you said doesn't mean an asshole works sometimes because some chicks have low self-esteem? Yeah, that's true. But again, do you want to fuck girls with low self-esteem? Is that your target audience? You know what else low self-esteem girls do? They blame you for rape when you didn't rape them. That's what low self-esteem girls do. You understand? Because they felt like you did something that you didn't because they felt uncomfortable in the situation. They didn't really want to do it, but they were too insecure to tell you they were uncomfortable. Now you done fucked them, and now they're like, oh, well, he took advantage of me. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, pick your poison. I'm just saying. You feel me? So you got to understand that. Johnny Quessy said, at this point, you're willing to take anything? Man, dude, come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's not good, bro. It's not good at all. That is not good at all. You said beggars can't be choosers, but why are you begging? Why are you putting yourself in a position to beg? Ken would drive, you said, but 75% of women have low self-esteem. Well, it depends on how low her self-esteem is. Because if you're being an asshole toward a woman and she's continuously fucking with you, that's an issue. You see what I'm saying? It's one thing if a chick has low self-esteem because she wants to lose, 5 pounds and she doesn't think she looks as sexy as she could if she lost. That's one thing. You see what I'm saying? But if a chick is on some other shit where you're treating her like fucking dog shit and she keeps coming back for more, that's an issue. You feel what I'm saying? So, Heathen Deluxe, you said you're an asshole to all your girlfriends that work for a limited amount of time. Oh, man. And this is the thing, man. I want you guys to get on a higher level of thinking and operating, man. You feel what I'm saying? Johnny Quest, you said you've tried everything else, so begging is the only option left. Dude, you have not tried everything else. Have you tried the Bad Boy membership? Huh? Don't tell me you tried everything until you tried the Bad Boy membership. And actually put it to good use. Dudes always love to say, I tried everything. Nigga, stop. You ain't sure. Talking about you tried everything. Dudes swear they be trying everything. How many books have you read on attracting women? How many programs have you bought? Not videos on YouTube that you watch. How many programs have you bought? How many books have you bought? Not just my shit, but how many books, programs, things have you bought on the game and really put it to practice? Really actually put yourself out there? I'm guessing not many. I'm guessing you haven't done all that shit. So don't say, oh, I did everything. No, you didn't. Because guess what? There's shit that you don't know that you don't know. Johnny Quest, you got to do a lot of research, bro, and put yourself out there. Are you actually going out there? Because it's not enough just to read the books. Are you going out there and implementing it on a consistent basis? And guess what? It's like this. You can say, I'm going to the gym, right? And you've been going to the gym for a few months, and you're like, damn, I tried everything in the gym. Shit's not working. Guess what? There's things that you probably don't know. You might need to get a personal trainer. There's certain things you're not doing right that are causing you to not get the success you want. You see what I'm saying? So, man. Crazy. But yeah, you guys gotta really get in it, man. Enemies defeated. That's what's up. Appreciate the shout out, man. We trying to tell these cats, man, get this book, How to Have Sex 2 in a Day. Like Enemies Defeated said, the first chapter alone hits home. This is what I'm saying. You feel what I mean? Just the first chapter. I didn't even get into all other shit. Oh, when I drop my new book, oh man. Man, I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. That's what I'm saying. You guys gotta practice, man. Locario, that's what's up. The smart one, he said, what if you jack off too much and are unmotivated? Stop jacking off, bro. Take some time. Costas is in the building. What's popping, yo? But look, just don't just get the copy of the book. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you're gonna get this book and read it and not do nothing, I would rather you not get it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it again. If you're gonna get this book, read it and do nothing, I would rather you not get it. Because the point of this is for you to actually take action. Like if you're just gonna read it, I mean, that's cool, but it's not really, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to actually get it to help you. You see what I mean? And that's the same thing I say for the Bad Boy membership and all that. I be telling cats, listen, if you're not trying to do the work, don't join the Bad Boy membership. Because you're going to waste your time and your money and all that shit. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, what's up, Locario? This is Jay.
Jay, what up? What up?
Yeah, so I was gonna ask, like, I was going by your advice and stuff to the game, but I did it in sort of like a butthurt way. I was like, just never talk to me again, because she wasn't replying to me until it was like too late. Like, she was talking to my friend, but she wasn't replying to me.
Who's this? Who's this?
Chick keeps trying to holler at me. This is Jay.
No. I'm saying, who's the girl? Who's this girl you're talking about? There's a girl you met on the street. What's the story with this girl?
Oh, she's a girl out of school. First, like, I was talking to her all school year for real, but I was never really. Wait,
Jay, is this 15-year-old Jay?
Who? No.
Are you sure? Because I remember some dude called in. He sounded just like you and said he was 15.
No, I mean, I did call you, but I just said, yo, like, thank you for your videos and stuff.
Wait, how old are you? How old are you?
I'm 18.
18, okay. Because I was like, this is another cat that was calling in. I was like, yo, you man young. But anyway, go ahead. So what'd you say?
Yeah, so I was talking to her all school year for real. I never really tried to holler at her. I just like talking to her. She didn't look bad. It's just I didn't feel like hollering at her. And she came up to me and she kept pressing me. I'm gonna give you a shot. And a couple of weeks in, I started doing that nice guy stuff to her, but I didn't even notice. Like, I was like, maybe I can make it work. Because I felt like this need to be nice to her for some reason.
Why? What are you talking about? Wait, so she came up to you and said she's going to give you a shot? Is that what she said?
Nah, I said, she kept coming up to me and she wanted me to give her a shot.
Okay. And then so why do you feel like you had it to be extremely nice and all that?
I don't know. It's just like kicked in. It was like some reflex. I guess it wasn't all on my system. Because I knew exactly what I was doing. Like, even her brother, she was like, or he was like, yo, I wish I had someone to bring me ice cream every day. Because I was doing stuff like that for her. I was bringing her ice cream every day and stuff and calling her phone all the time.
And so now what's happening now? What's happening now?
So she started talking to my friend on the side at the same time. And he was telling me. And she didn't want to talk to me anymore, but she wasn't telling me any of that. I could just feel like she wasn't really feeling me anymore. So I said, bro, if anything's up, like, has she said anything about me? And so basically she told him that I'm a good guy, but she just doesn't want to date. So
of course.
And I knew it was going to work out like this. And then she just stopped replying to my text because, like, in a group chat, and she was in the same group chat, she kicked me from the group chat. And then she heard I was going to the movies with all my boys, and she was like, you told me he was going to the movie with y'all. And then she didn't want to go anymore. Like, she just didn't even want to hang around me, but she wasn't telling me personally. So
damn,
like,
see?
What's up with you? and she wasn't replying.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, bro, just tell her that I don't want to talk to her anymore, because she was.
See, well, that's what happens,
So
man.
like, yo, text her for me, tell her I'm talking to her.
Nah, that's what happens, man. It's a wrap, man. It's over, man. Like it's done. Like she's, because you know she came up to you trying to get it in. You know, she was choosing heavy, and then you just dropped the ball, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I was saying it earlier in the show, you don't gotta be a dick. You don't gotta be a jerk. You just gotta be on some regular cool shit, regular shit. You know what I'm saying? And then so that's it. Don't be doing any extra stuff, doing all that, calling her all day, buying ice cream. You know what I'm saying? They call me the ice cream man up in the chat room, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be your new name and shit, cause man, damn. But yeah, just just take this as a lesson. Next time, just treat them on some regular shit. That's it.
All
that
right.
is it, man.
But she's like, the main problem is I don't mind her being gone too much anymore. Like, I got over. I watched some of your videos about being present to the moment and stop reminiscing over stuff.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, okay, let me just move forward, work on my game a bit, get a better girl. But she's still in like the group chats and stuff. Like, she's still in our social circle, and she's still talking to my boy. Like, now he's got her, and now she's still in the circle though. So I don't know, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, do I just keep not talking to her even though she's right there with us all the time?
Nah, just do like, listen, man. Don't worry about her. You understand what I'm saying? If she ain't trying to talk to you, don't talk to her. Talk to other chicks. Deal with other girls and do you. Like, you know what I'm saying? If she's just don't worry about her. To you, she don't exist. Keep it pushing. Even if she in the same chat or whatever, if you see her, you could just be on some crow juice shit like, oh, what's up? And then hi and bye and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you guys are young, so, y'all going to do that young, goofy shit. So you got to be a little bit more mature and just keep it pushing and do your own thing. You feel what I'm saying?
All right. And one more thing. Should I warn my boy? Like, because I know he's with her right now, but he's a lot like me, like, mentality-wise. And, like, he's been telling me stuff like he loves her now all of a sudden. He bought her, like, a whole...
Nah, let him... He'll figure it out.
Laptop.
He'll figure it out. You ain't got to say shit. He'll figure it out because he's probably his simp level is on probably 1,000 right now. So he probably gonna end up getting mad at you for trying to put him on. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, he told me he doesn't even care about her body or anything because this chick's got.
He said she got
doesn't
what?
Care about none of that. Like, but like before he actually started talking to her, he said like that he would hit it raw. Like I'm like,
oh
your
my god,
like that, like
dude.
So I feel like,
yo, tell
like I wanna.
This cat's on some other shit, so don't just you can warn him, but you're just gonna have to let him. You're gonna have to let him go. Let him like do his thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like you could tell him a little something, but just let him do his thing. He gonna do whatever he feel he need to do. It is what it is. You feel what I'm saying?
All right.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I appreciate the call, bro. All right, I'm holler at you later, man.
All right.
All right, peace.
Man.
All right, so this stream is acting the fuck up. Listen, so I gotta head up out of here, people. Remember to get your copy of How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day, ebook, hard copy, audiobook. Make sure you guys get this. Also, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the membership. You feel what I'm saying? Also, make sure you guys go to Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario. You feel what I'm saying? We make that happen. And, yeah, I don't know why the fuck this shit be acting so stupid. Because I got the fast service now and it's still acting funny. But, it is what it is, man. We gotta keep the shit pushing. You feel what I'm saying? But listen, I want to shout out to everybody in the chat room. Let me get it real quick. We got Nez, Ronnie, Heathen Deluxe, Cario, Moving in Silence, Razor, Ramon, Squidian, Azriel, Eastern Conversation, AQI, got Juice in the building, Costas. Who else? Automobile Funk, Kenwood Drive, Jesse's in the building, O'Milly, King Juice, Rame Stale, Johnny Quest, Man, yeah, shout out to everybody in the spot. So yeah, I'm gonna do it again on Friday. Alright, so I'm gonna holler at you guys later. I will see you soon. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.